Topic: Our Last Azaan by Asmara Malik. I. The streets of our city are lined with snipes. Islamabad's silent streets are filled with phantoms. Tongueless ghosts raise their haunted eyes to the night sky. The stars fall one by one. There are no screams in our city tonight. No mother weeps for a son who will never return home. Our city is a tomb, echoing with the titiness of oblivion. The steps of Faisal Masjid are cold beneath our feet. The bone white shards of the mosque's four towers outline the invisible square of the Kaaba around us. We walk hand in hand to the heart of the mosque. The lights of the central chandelier grow dim, flickering like synapses in a dying brain, then go out. The mosque becomes a shadowland of ancestral voices, some weeping quietly, some haranguing against the inevitable. Azrael takes us each by the hand. His hand is warm. His face is the face of a childhood friend, someone you thought you had forgotten. His eyes are kind. When he speaks your name, you hear the sound of playgrounds and pianos, warm blankets, and your pet cat dozing in your lap in the quiet of night. Azrael walks hand in hand with each of us, a million of us, millions and millions of us. I ask him if this is the end. No, he smiles, this is only the beginning. Number 2. The streets of our city are lined with arteries. If love is Lahore, then the mall is a mother-in-law, overbearing and loud. She is the road of roads. All streets in Lahore lead eventually to the mall. It is not love that walks the mall tonight. It is Mikhail of the rains. It is not love that stays his hands. It is nostalgia, bitter as a bruise on a bride's face. He watches from the pavement as a young woman, painted hands clutching the folds of her chadar close to her face, walks carefully in her high heels to a waiting limousine, darkly gleaming under the streetlights. The beating heart of Lahore is a siren song to his ears, unapologetic. Lahore is a queen. Mikhail is just another warrior king. He kneels upon the rough surface of the pavement, the sodium yellow glow from the flickering street light turning each line on his face to a crevasse. His hands melt past the ground, reach deep, deep, deep down. He pulls out the heart of Lahore, pounding furiously, still no afraid. Jibril kneels beside him, his arm around Mikhail's shoulders. Mikhail closes his eyes, the sound of distant thunder rising from the west. He kisses the warm heart, beating, beating, beating. The black blood of Lahore clings to his pale lips. Goodbye, my love, he whispers to his city of 1,000 monsoons. Thunder roars in the sky. Fajr, the Azan is a drowned voice, supplicating in the darkness. Dawn, the rising sun sets the eastern horizon afire. Number 3. The streets of our city are lined with teeth. It is the night of the red moon. Jibril has walked to Quetta. The winter eyes of his city regard him, bleak as a desert, cold as a car lying dead by a gutter. Quetta is the knife edge between night and dawn, pale streets lined with icicle teeth hanging from rusted streetlights. The streets are harsh on your feet this late at night. Jibril fools them into believing him a ghost from Makran. Now they are gentle. They remember the sea in his stride, in his perfect blue eyes. They remember the long ago rivers beneath their metal skin. They treat him as a distant friend. He walks to the middle of a forgotten street, scrapes gently with his square, peasant hands. It yields easily. He plants teeth deep within the heart of Quetta. These are the seeds, the dreams of 1,000 unchanged beings, sleeping beautifully, reigning over the Chiltan Mountains, the drowned lady of Hana Lake, the nameless monster of Koh Murdar. He plants them in remembrance. One day they might blossom in a new world, porcelain flowers, thorns of canines and incisors, blooming in a garden where two wise children play with monsters unafraid. Not heaven, not hell, some bridge between the two, some union between the dissonance. The dark sky of Quetta is a blue-black bruise. Fajr, the voice of the muezzin like an iris, dilating in the dark. Jibril covers the earth and whispers a prayer. Israfil of the mountains hears the voice of Jibril and closes his eyes. Beneath his feet, the mountains of Suleiman tremble. He raises the horn to his lips. Dawn. It is the last day. The sun rises from the west. Number 4. The streets of our city are drowned in the sea. I am not sure who walks the frigid, Friday lit streets of Karachi this morning. I am not sure whose lank frame casts his bleak shadow on the tar black surface of the cold streets. It could be Iblis. It could be, but I am not sure. The world looks dim through this smoked glass window. He walks beneath the flickering street lights, clutching his sad plastic bag of pellet vegetables. His eyes are dimmed, his face salted with the dried husk of tears shed not so long ago. Iblis walks the empty streets of the city of lights, calling the name of his beloved over and over and over and over again. God is silent. Empty skulls peer at him from darkened window sills. Iblis knocks on every door. Hello, he calls in this grey shadow world. Hello, Karachi is what's left standing on the morning after Judgment Day. Karachi is hell.